Hey everybody, it's Garrett and Katie. Back for another Thoughts on Thursday. This one a little later in the day than normal because I chose to go to bed last night.
It's actually on Thursday.
Yeah, it is actually Thursday today. So before we get started, I wanted to do a little update on the giveaway. As I kind of hinted to initially, I was going to show things as they came around. So one of the prizes is going to be a choice of pipes, because as we've experienced, sometimes the pipe doesn't fit either the person or the situation. So I have two brand new pipes, kind of, to share with you that are going to be an option for the winner of the giveaway. One is a brand new 9mm filtered little French Bulldog Bones, regular size bowl, 9mm filter, nice flat saddle stem, completely unsmoked. It is brand new. The other, which is going to be a little more labor intensive, but as they are not super duper available, is going to be a radiator pipe with a bowl from Justin at 1913 Pipes. Here's his logo there. And here's the bowl. It is an exact copy of my hickory bowl. It is also unsmoked. And with it is a genuine original Hector Weeb's radiator base, Hector Weeb. And the winner will get the choice of whether or not it's going to be a long stem or a short stem. And long and short, the difference being about 2 inches or 6 inches. So if you want it to be a nose warmer or you want it to be like a billiard, that's going to be the choice. I can try and do a small bend. I do not have a bending machine, so I cannot replicate for you this pipe that I have. That's my hickory bowl there. Mine is developing some patina because I have been abusing it. It will also include a heavy-duty tip here. It is not the ABS plastic. This is, and it's not acrylic. It is 3D printed, but it is much heavier duty and going to last you a lot longer than your average ABS plastic radiator tip. Katie and I have been using them on our radiators for a little bit, and I think they hold up pretty well. But so an option of one of those two things and the knife, and there will be more to come, which we'll lead up to in our next one. And then we'll announce the winner. So we said Halloween, day before Halloween. The date is announced in the video where we snuck that in. So good luck finding it. If you haven't seen it, if you want to enter, please do. And if you have entered and you've done a VR, I have not been getting a lot of the tags, the alerts for the tags, because I'm subscribed and alerted to so many channels that I get flooded with notifications. Katie sees it when we drive, new video, new video, new video, new video. And I'm not seeing all the tags. So if I haven't seen your video, if I haven't commented you're in, please go back to the video for the original announcement, and comment in there that the VR is in. That way I can go and double check, because that shows up on when I do the YouTube Studios, when I go into the comments, that shows up that I haven't responded. So if you could do that for me, make it a little bit easier, I would greatly appreciate it. But today we are doing another versus. Today is Red Odessa from Cornell and Deal versus Odessa from Cornell and Deal. One, believe it or not, includes Red Virginia.
No.
In place of, I don't believe it's all of it, but in place of a large portion of the Burley in Odessa.
Mm.
Both contain latakia and some other components.
Not enough latakia.
The original Odessa contains Cavendish, cut burley, Turkish, latakia, and perique.
That's why.
Similar to the old Balkan Sobrani white, which I really like the Odessa.
That's what I started with.
Is regular Odessa?
Regular Odessa.
Well, I'm going to start with Red Odessa, and we'll go from there. I guess I'll light up on camera.
Looking at the difference between macabres. There's my new one from when we went out to their 155th.
There you go.
What?
I thought you were going to forget.
And then here is my other one. I've been smoking this one for, like 7 months or so?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it originally looked like that.
It did.
So it's colored quite nicely.
That pipe has seen some heavy use, especially when we're camping.
Oh, yes.
That is Katie's favorite pipe to sit in a camp chair with.
Oh, yes.
Loads it with vanilla and latakia and lets the world pass by. I've got my tasting cobs, which are soon to have some forever stems. Those are on the way.
Yeah, no, it has a good flavor until the perique hits. There's something about the perique. It's not my favorite. The deeper you get into it, the more that comes out.
See, I don't mind perique as a complementary component, even when it's strong. I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
But when it starts to taste like the main component, that throws me off.
Mm.
I would like to say that I like Perique and Dark Fire Kentucky together because they're both peppery, yet I don't like them as the primary component. That's not true because there's so many blends I've enjoyed where like Dark Fire Kentucky is the ingredient.
Some of the things have the nice peppery taste, which I don't mind, but it's the Perique seems to irritate the back of my throat and make me want to cough. I don't enjoy that. Just like that constant, like, need to clear your throat feeling. Which seems to happen with a lot of the Perique. Not all of it, though. There's some with a little bit in there, but generally it does that. So, that's alright. There's latakia. There's always latakia.
Yeah, I remember tasting this. It hasn't changed. It hasn't been here that long enough to have like aged and matured, but I was hoping maybe I had like imprinted some thoughts about it that maybe didn't exist in the actual blend. Did you switch already?
Yeah.
You're done with it already?
There's no reason to suffer. The wheel of pain is over. The cellar is full. The cupboard is full. I'm not smoking things I don't like anymore. No more.
Yeah, see, the Red Virginia just doesn't do it for me.
I like it.
Cool, you can have this bowl right
Sweet. Here you go. Tradesies.
Yay.
Enjoy.
I'm going to light up the one I loaded. I'll smoke both of them.
Yeah, I didn't realize just how dark that was getting until comparing when you pointed that out. That's nuts.
I imagine some of that is accelerated by the fact that we use it when camping. You probably had some.
I accidentally took some of the finish off with my 100% DEET hands. It was a little sticky, but I've put enough bowls through it that it is no longer tacky or sticky. But that may have had something to do with it. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Much better. Red Odessa for me and regular for you.
Odessa is a tremendous blend for me. I've never tried Balkan Sobrani White that I know of, but I can tell you this doesn't taste anything like the Balkan Sobrani that I have. But the flavors on it really agree with my palate. Cavendish Burley makes it soft for me, and that Red Virginia, I want to say vinegary, but that's not accurate. If you guys have tried this comparison, please let us know where you landed on it. But yeah, no, 100%. I'm for the Odessa.
100%. I much prefer the Red Odessa.
I would tell you to put it in your cabinet, but there's no more room in there.
Guess it can sit in the cellar.
In my cellar.
Our cellar. I have stuff in there.
My wall of active jars.
No, that's your cellar.
We've never shown anyone the real cellar. Also, because it keeps changing. I mean, I've sent off quite a bit of the real cellar. Thankfully, I still have quite the supply of Blue Ridge.
Oh, goodness. Back it was what, $1.70 something a tin?
$1.50 or something. Yeah,
somebody misplaced the decimal.
Yeah, there was a typo, and they kept on stocking it and shipping it for $1.50 a tin. I was grabbing it up. I'm sure some of you out there also caught on after it was mentioned, because I told two people. I think I told two people about this typo, and all of a sudden it became really hard to get my hands on it. I had to get in there and fight. Like, as soon as the alert came through that it was in stock, I had to select all that was available, put it in my cart, buy it,
6
ship
o'clock
it.
in the morning. I only got 3. They're already gone.
Yeah, where originally it was like I'd get like 7 or 8 at a time. My whole cart total would be like $25. Yeah, I don't even care.
Well, I was going to suggest if you wanted to pause and come back and final thoughts, but yeah, no, we got that down quick on this one.
Well, these I don't need really final. I've smoked these a bunch, and
I've definitely had the Red Odessa before, that I recall. Tasted, it was like, yeah, I know I've had that.
yeah, it's Balkany, but with Red Virginia, which you enjoy.
Indeed.
We should, when I have a prediction on what you're gonna like, I guess I should like leave a pause and be like, place your bets. Because Katie's palate's way easier to figure out than mine. I see you brought your rescue pipe out here.
I figured I'd finish the bowl.
You want to show off your rescue pipe?
Sure. This beautiful falcon that we got from Carolina Rose, and a meerschaum bowl that Garrett found. Yeah, there it goes. They look so pretty together. Feel so dainty.
Yeah, so we both have meerschaum bowls for our falcons now.
Yes.
Mine's an international. Hers is the gold shillelagh. Once again, thank you, Miss Rose.
Mm-hmm. Very pretty. Smokes very nicely.
And side note, while we finish this up, if I owe you a package, don't worry, it's coming. I've just been heavily inundated with work and wildly unable to get on top of that. It's not a choice I've made. It's just there's only so many hours in the day, and by the time I'm done with those things that have to be done during the day, the post office is closed, and I don't have time the next day, and it just has continued on.
Got the weekend. See if I can't help with some of that tomorrow.
Stuff is going to go out. But I'm really interested to see who's going to choose what. Like, who would prefer the radiator versus the bones? Both should be fantastic pipes. And when I assemble the radiator, I assemble it to Hector's original specifications for how they're supposed to be built. I don't veer away from that. It's drilled to the same, that base is drilled to the same diameter. The same materials are used. Everything is exactly the same. I do think it's a different stock tubing, the stainless tubing. It's still the same stainless, but I think the wall thickness is a little less. But that's what I can get. And in my messages with him back and forth, it's still up to his spec. So, and maybe if you have a bender that you'd like to use, I can just send you the parts. I can send you all the bits, and you can bend it, and you can risk pinching it shut. Because there's no way I'm going to do this, because I do it all by hand. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this by hand without pinching it shut. I don't have a workshop, as it were. I do all the car work outside. I do most of the tool work by hand. I do have another video I need to get done. That one about bending the acrylic stems. So that'll be coming up at some point when I have time, which is never. But yeah, no, I don't think we have much more to say. Another Cornell and Deal blend I found that Katie agrees with.
Big surprise.
I mean, their catalog's got to be like 400 blends. I don't. If you guys really like Latakia, I highly recommend a bulk blend from them. To give a shot to is Engine 99. That's very smoky. The bulks that I've had of it were a little dried out. I imagine if it were a little more moist, it would have a sweeter Latakia taste, but mainly I got a heavy smoky taste. It's very, very good. But I don't have much more to add, do you?
I do not.
Well, I want to say the whole snack attack line, but that's no longer really valid. These aren't 5-minute videos. These are not snacks.
Appetizers. Nah.
No. Either way, you guys have a good Thursday, and we'll see you on your videos or in the comments, and look forward to talking to you next Thursday, right before the wedding.
Yes.
See you then.